I hope I'm not coming on here and giving anyone a bit of a hard time. I'm only making this video because it's a form of therapy. The type of therapy that's helping with all the emotional trauma that I've gone through for the last 6 months since my dad passed away. Right now, I'm just not really in the most entertaining mood at the moment when my whole world feels like it's just flipped upside down and things feel as if they're falling apart. So I do hope you understand where I'm coming from there. I truly do. If this video subject matter is not what you want to watch, then I would strongly advise clicking off the video. But with that being said, alright everyone, alright world, I hope you're all doing okay. Now, it feels a bit surreal for me to upload a new video to this channel since my last upload, because that upload was the most devastating video I've ever made on this channel, and I thought I'd make a follow-up to that video because some time has passed and a lot has happened since that day, because it's been now almost 6 months since my dad passed away, and I'm just gonna state the obvious, it's still devastating. And I hate the fact that so much has happened since he passed away and how quick time has gone by without him. I mean, it's hard to fucking believe it's 6 months already. So I thought I would hop on here and just talk about all of it, really. So I'll just start with this. It's just been so fucking hard. Sometimes I find it hard to breathe, you know? For the last 6 months, the pain has just been unbearable. But I'm just taking each day at a time. Just trying to take it day by day. I still absolutely despise the new reality that I'm in, because now I've got to carry on life without the one person who ever gave a fuck about me, who understood me more than anybody else, which made me feel less alone. So obviously I'm never going to get over it. I'm never going to get over it. It's just so fucking unfair. I mean, I'd give anything to talk to him again, to hold him again. It's fucking not fair, you know? Why were we so fortunate enough to have beautiful loved ones we grew up with our whole lives just taken from us? Sorry. This isn't an easy video to make neither, and neither is the new reality that I find myself in now, because the greater the love that someone had for you, the greater the grief. Because if anything happened to me instead of my dad, it would have destroyed him. That's how close we were. We were just inseparable. And I'll tell you this, the fucking house feels so dull without him. Like, I hate how fucking lifeless it's become without him. And you truly don't know what real loneliness is until someone so precious and important to you is no longer here. During the first month from when it all went down, it was hell. Even the threat of quote unquote going to hell doesn't scare me because I'm already in it. And every time I've gone to sleep, sometimes I wish I just don't wake up. Because there's some days where I'm just so numb to the pain, and other days I'm just tired of it. Like during the first month from when it all went down, you've got all kinds of support from family and friends, and you guys as well. Thank you very much for that. It really did help. I really do appreciate the conversations, the laughs we've had on Discord, the emails I got about when the whole thing went down. The support I got while dealing with such an awful situation helped more than you know. I'll always be grateful for that. Having said that, this brings me to my next discussion of the matter post-funeral, because this is where life just gets even more difficult, because death is just so final, you know? That's it, the end, done. Once the funeral is all said and done, and everyone just goes back to their normal lives and routines, simply put, you're on your own. And for the most part, some people keep in touch, others don't. And the ones that do keep in touch know what you're going through. And that's awesome. Keep these people around, they're keepers. But at the same time, they do have their own responsibilities and life to deal with. And that's understandable. But likewise, everyone goes back to their routines and their own worlds and their own lives. And yours has just fallen apart. And you have to sort of deal with that on your own most of the time. Because the thing is with grief, is that some people like to keep it to themselves. Others like to talk about it with people who know what it's like to lose somebody, to fill the void. To fill the void with people who know what that pain is like. In my case, I'm a little bit of both. Because the loneliness you get from grief after losing someone that filled that void, it's brutal, man. And it's so shit, you know? You're just sort of left on your own just to get on with it, and it's been difficult because I'd give anything in the world to have another conversation with him. I still go up to visit him, you know? I'd reminisce over the music we used to party over, the places we used to visit and spend time together, and the people we would crack jokes about together. I mean, he was such a character and he was never boring. And I look at this whole thing now and I just think, what a waste. Because he wasn't just a dad, he was like a mother, brother, best friend, all in one. Which brings me to my next point. Visiting your deceased loved one's grave. That part never gets easier. It just doesn't. Over and over again I've been complimented for my quote-unquote bravery, wherever it's doing a eulogy for me dad and giving a speech at the church, or whether it's visiting where he's laid to rest. I've been told I've been brave by some family members who I've known for a long time, and family members who I haven't seen in years. Even family I've known for years by reputation, but have met for the first time. But every single one of them are missing the point. Bravery's got nothing to do with it. The point is, I miss him, and I don't care what people think about that. And why should I? He was me dad. I know they mean well, but bravery is such an odd word to me because most of the time I am so scared and fearful of the uncertainty of the situation and the constant anxiety that comes from it that just fucks with me. It's horrible. It's horrible knowing that I ain't got that support against the times of trouble that I've never asked for. However, there are times where I'm just like, I'm just happy. Like, things are like, doody-doody-doo. Oh, things are great. Things are this, things are that. Like, complete denial. Like, that meme of that stupid dog sitting round the kitchen table and there's a house fire in the background and he says everything's fine. And that's like me mind sometimes. Like, the numbness in my brain is trying to protect me from going fucking insane. And then a couple of days down the line, I start to feel the grief all over again like it first started. Whenever I'd see a picture of him, it would set me off. Whenever I'd see a video of him talking, acting like his old self, it would set me off. And it makes no difference whether you look at them or not, the pain is still there. It's like a constant wave, And there are times where I'm angry at the world, God, even myself. I've had people tell me that I am far too hard on myself and I need to stop being my own worst enemy because I'm constantly battling the anxiety and just this constant war I have with myself, and I'm constantly getting mentally tortured by that tormenting voice inside my mind. The one that constantly nags and tortures you about things like the future. Hell, even the past. It's infuriating. It's like my own head won't just shut up and leave me alone. Same with life. Why can't life just leave me alone? It's like it just constantly recycles the coulda, woulda, shouldas, and of course the what ifs. It should have gone this way. It should have never happened. We could have done this, that, third, fourth, fifth, and the other. But then you just get caught up obsessing over the past. The sad thing about it is my dad's just a memory now. What's done is done, regardless, whether you like it or not. And yeah, it is extremely unfair, 100%. But it is what it is. I just hope that my dad is at peace up there and he's not in any pain. Because I'm sure as hell am. Having said that, I have a nagging feeling that some naysayer will come along, or some old viewer at the channel that found my previous content more entertaining, and will say some stupid shit like, this is all depressing now. Time for a reality check. The reason why grief is so painful, it's not just losing someone you love. The real painful part is losing someone that loved you. And when you're seeing everything around you fall apart in your life and you can't go back to that same person anymore, you don't think that's going to change you up a bit. Nobody gets it until it happens to them. So to put it simply, imagine dying for that one conversation with someone who no longer exists. But having said that, that doesn't change the fact that I would give any fucking thing anything in the world to have him back. I just miss him so damn much. But not gonna happen. The pain that eats away at my soul is brutal. I feel like my soul is like a lost little child screaming for his dad. Oh, it's hard, man. It's hard. And while I'm in the midst of doing that, then there's the bargaining, because I can think of so many fucking people that the world could do without. Especially the ones that make life so much more difficult for people than it needs to be, because life's hard enough as it is. And the last thing you need is some wronging making it worse. Trust me, those type of people are never popular. Ever. But somehow they still get away with it. But yet, I had someone like me dad who made my life bearable, happy and joyful. He was dealt with a nasty fate he so didn't deserve. But it doesn't matter how angry or empty I feel, nothing's going to change what happened. So what do people say about it? You got to move forward. That's what they say. And that's all well and good, but what they don't tell you is any efforts you make to do your best to move forward feels empty and heavy at the same time. You get that feeling? Because all I want is just to be happy again. But the grief just makes it so exhausting. And while you're busy working on yourself and dealing with your own shit, life is just throwing one thing after another at you. My dog, my German Shepherd, he lost his master, and ever since he lost his master, he hasn't been the same. He's barely walking, he's barely eating. My granddad's in the fucking hospital again, and I'm constantly worried about what that's going to do to my other family members, my mother especially. And here's the painful part that no one can prepare you for. It's bad enough losing a loved one because I was very close with me dad, but nobody could prepare you for the rift it causes within the remaining family. And I'll just keep it as brief as that, because let me tell you, the day that my dad died has broke things in me that I don't think will ever be fixed. Wounds heal, scars don't. Because the death of a loved one is bad enough, but that is a close second compared to what happens next. So let me give you a warning. Because members of your family are so raw and vulnerable from the grief, the things that I have been called for simply grieving at such a vulnerable time will hurt you so much and will hurt you so deeply that it will create this everlasting emotional scar that will last a long, long time. Shit's hard, man. Even after all these months. Don't even get me started on the booze. I used to be able to take booze or leave it, because before everything went to shit, I was able to drink and be happy. Now, I'm drinking to cope. I'm drinking because I'm sad. It's not my fault that the world's a fucked up place. No wonder we drink. And yeah, I have been trying to make an effort to cut back because I know it's not the answer, but it's helping in the moment. And 6 months is a relatively short amount of time to deal with the fact that the one person that was in my life from the very beginning, who literally gave me my name, is not here. How are you supposed to cope with that? Oh, do a bit of exercise. Oh, do something you enjoy, or do something your dad used to enjoy. Done all that. I still end up right back on it again because the pain's too much, especially when you can't catch a fucking break. I swear to God, the universe has it in for me. Every single time I make an effort to give up booze, there's always something round the corner to wind me the fuck up back on it again. I feel trapped and I feel like there's just no way out, even though I am trying to get out of it. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm trying. I am definitely trying to do something about it. So I'm going to do something about it. During my time off YouTube, after all what went down on Boxing Day, and all that I've been through before and after Dad's death, one of the things that kept me busy was my Upwork profile. And the reason I made this is so I can make a little bit more money than I am now, so I can live just a little bit. And to get back on my feet. So far, I've been successfully getting messages. That's good. However, I am getting ghosted and it's annoying. So here's what I'm asking. All I need is 1 gig so I can get the momentum started. The link will be in the description. Please consider the services I have to offer. And if you take me on, I promise you, I will not let you down. And for the love of God, please do this only if you're serious. So we're not wasting each other's time. Because I could sure as hell use the extra dough and work to get me a holiday, because God knows I need one right now. I know I'm taking a bit of a leap of faith here, taking a bit of a risk, but you never know until you try. So, yeah.